Organic posts, boosted posts, ads. Is it all the same? I don't know. In today's episode of the Salon Scoop podcast, we are going to break it all down for you to really get a great sense of not only what the differences are between organic, boosted, and ads, but more importantly, the pros and the cons and when you should use each one. To help us through this digital debrief episode, I've got the one and only Sarah Perrin. Sarah, what's going on?
Oh, not too much. Living the dream, Scott. How are you doing?
Living the dream. How can we wish for anything more than that, right?
I didn't say it sarcastically at all either.
Yeah, exactly. I want to take living the dream, post it, then I want to boost that out so that I can have more of it. Is that how boosted posts work?
Essentially, that's it in a nutshell. So.
Nice. Well, that's been our episode for today.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, let's break this down for our audience a little more, and let's get the scoop on all these differences. So, Sarah, maybe you can sort of start us off and just define, what really, when people say organic, social media, like what that really means.
Yeah, so an organic post is just simply a post. It's one that you're not paying for. It's a video or it's a picture or whatever that you're uploading to your salon social media. That is just an organic, basic post kind of thing. So that's what you're doing all day, every day. The pros of that obviously are it's free and you get it out to your audience and everything. But the con of just a simple organic post is only your audience is seeing it. And unfortunately, only a small percentage of your audience is actually seeing it. So this is, organic post is just your simple upload post. Don't pay a penny or anything like that, and kind of let the algorithm do its thing so that your audience members can see your post.
When should we be doing these organic posts?
All day, every day. This is something that you should be doing consistently. Again, that's the pro of it, is free. There is no financial investment or anything like that. So there's really no reason that you shouldn't be putting out organic content, maybe even not daily, but frequently and consistently.
Yeah, there's really, the reality is you should do it as much as you can, would be the right answer. People say, like, how often should I be posting? I would definitely be happy to argue with anyone that if you posted 50 times per day, it would not be too much if it was organic, because you're just not able to compete with all the content that's out there. And as Sarah mentioned, only a very small percentage of your followers are seeing any one particular post anyways. So obviously, for most people, it's not realistic to do 50 posts per day, but the real answer is just keep doing it as much as you can is the best. So, but now let's talk about what an actual boosted post is. Can you sort of share what's the difference with a boosted post and what are the pros and cons of that?
So a boosted post is when you actually invest financially into an existing organic post to boost the reach for it. So it's kind of cool on Facebook, Instagram. If you decide to boost a specific post, they will actually kind of prompt you with questions like, what results would you like from this post? Are you looking for more profile visits? Are you looking for more website visits? Are you looking for more messages? It'll also ask you to define your audience. So you can choose an auto setting that kind of targets people that are similar to your demographic, or you can get more specific and create your own target audience. And then you also create your budget and duration for the boosted post. So the nice thing about this is that you can kind of, like, if you only want to put $5 into a post and you want to run it over a week or something like that, it's like that's something that's very easy to do. So the pros of boosted content is that obviously you're going to hit more followers outside of your audience, if that makes sense. So like you are hitting different target audiences and everything. So they might not even be following you, but they will still see that post that comes up. So that's the pro to it, is you're getting further reach with everything too. And then typically you're also getting a little bit more engagement because you are reaching these, outside crowds and everything like that. So boosting posts can be really beneficial for, like, let's say if you're promoting a new service or you're promoting a new retail line that you're bringing in, or perhaps you have an event or something like that, like something a post that you just want more eyes on for one reason or another. And like every other digital marketing tactic, I'm like, there are pros and cons to this. Again, we already kind of covered that more people are going to see it. But the con is you don't necessarily have control over who is seeing it. So it might not even be the specific person that you want to see your message, or perhaps the person that you want to see your message doesn't want to see your message, so they scroll on past anyways, right? It also can be difficult to kind of measure some of the insights and like kind of track the success of a boosted post. So while it is definitely beneficial for some content, it's not kind of the be all end all with advertising, and it's not to be mistaken with ads. So Scott, I feel like you kind of are the master of this, but would you give us a breakdown on what the difference between a boosted post and an actual ad is?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think it's an important differentiation that not everybody is super, sort of aware of. And I want to also just answer one question that I hear all the time about boosted posts. So like, when should I boost a particular post? Like which post? Because it's an actual post that you've already made that you're now pushing out to more people, like Sarah explained. Typically, the best posts that you want to put some dollars behind to boost them are posts that are already performing better than your average posts. Okay, if you want to have the most success with a boost, take a regular post that is performing better than your average regular posts, because that means the algorithm is already recognizing that post is, people are liking it, more than your regular post. So it's going to have much more chance of success when you boost it, right? That it'll get in front of more eyeballs and that it'll actually get more likes, when people sort of seeing it. So that's just kind of a key thing. Sometimes you want to wait for your, organic post to sort of perform for a few days and see if it actually is, performing well on its own, and then you can put a little bit of money behind it. And I think what's great, as you mentioned, Sarah, you don't have to put a lot of money behind it, really. Like you can be boosting, $5, $5 to $10 a day typically is, a good rate, and you often are just going to want to do it for a short period of time. So you can really get pretty good results from low budgets. But when we talk about ads, this is kind of a whole other area that opens up a lot of more doors, a lot more possibilities. So creating an ad is essentially starting from scratch. You're not taking an existing post that you've made and then just kind of pushing it in front of more people. You get to create something brand new that's not going to show up in your feed. It's only going to show up in an ad to the target audience that you choose. And the great benefit of ads is that you have a lot more options available to you. So from a targeting perspective, you have more options. You can get more detailed, more specific with, subsets. It's not just, the basic demographics, gender and age group. You can go into likes and preferences and sort of subdomains. You can find people that have the word manager in their profile. All sorts of things to really get detailed. You can also create a couple of different versions of your ad, which can be really interesting because sometimes you don't know, right, if it's going to perform well or not based on your heading or the image that you use. So actually running an ad gives you the opportunity to create a couple of different versions of the ad. And then Facebook or Instagram is going to actually put all three of those versions out there, right? And it's going to measure automatically which ones are getting better results, right? More people viewing it, more people sort of engaging, liking it or commenting on it. And then the algorithm will automatically start showing the best ad more and more often. So it helps you sort of automatically optimize the version of your ad that's going to work the best, right? With, like I said, image, text, call to action. So it just gives you more options from that standpoint. You have more call to action options, to really make sure that you get an end result. From a budget standpoint, it's the same as a boost. So you can choose whatever budget you want. You don't have to go big. You don't have to spend, big money behind these. But you can really have a lot more flexibility and a lot more, let's say, insights in terms of the results of your ads, because you can look at the different versions, what's performing well in the different, sub segments that you have provided. So, I would say a boosted post is great for something that you just want to kind of just push out to a few more people within your audience, or sort of like similar to your regular audience. It might be good if you have a salon event that you're running, or like you mentioned, sort of a salon promotion. You want to be featuring that to your existing clientele as a regular post, but then you might want to also get more eyeballs onto it. So you might just boost that post. Whereas an ad might be something very specific where you're running a special offer, trying to attract new clients, right? Because a new client offer, you wouldn't put on your regular social media feed, because it's your existing clients that are going to see that post, right? So, but if you want something for new clients, you would do it strictly as an ad, because it's only going to get shown to, brand new people. So whether you're trying to get new clients in for an appointment, special bookings, maybe you're trying to attract new staff members, right? You could run an ad that's attracting a new stylist or esthetician, right? And you may not put that onto just your regular feed. So that's kind of where you would want to use an ad as opposed to a boost.
Okay, that makes sense.
Any other thoughts or questions that you kind of think would come up from our audience, Sarah?
I think that this is just one of those kind of concepts that, especially, being a salon owner, it's just, you don't really like think of these types of things. So I feel like this is just a super good, just like basic breakdown as to like which route to take when you're doing what, right? So like, I know social media and digital marketing in general is, kind of outside of our scope of expertise as salon owners. And I feel like this is just a super simple way of like getting into, a little bit of like paid advertisement, whether it be through boosting or whether it be through actually like making an ad. And just kind of having like a basic idea of when to go each route and how to be, the most effective and successful with the money that you're investing in it. So yeah, I took a lot from this. I feel like it's just a really good basic breakdown and everything like that. But yeah.
Yeah, and if any, when listening out there has additional questions, I think the best thing, just reach out to us. We would love to, if we didn't cover something that's kind of on your mind, it might trigger us to sort of, make another episode where we go a little bit deeper on one thing, or, make sure that we write, articles, in our blog. So feel free to, write in the comments or shoot us a message through our Instagram, is at salon.s.o.s, with any additional questions you have all around this organic boost, ads, when to do it, how to do it. We'd be more than happy to not only answer you, but get ideas that we can share for future episodes with everyone else. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Salon Scoop, and we look forward to seeing your results with some of these boosts and ads going forward.